Or the city will be forced to do it for him. As Adam Atkinson tells us, there are hopes the taxpayers won't have to pick up the tab for it.
This property at 245 Catherine Street North has been an eyesore for over a dozen years. It was purchased in a tax sale in 2006. The previous owners were behind on their taxes by close to $200,000. Last year, community activist Matt Jelly discovered this property and others in the city contained barrels of contaminants. Jelly believes some barrels were moved from Catherine Street to a property at 249 Hess Street North.
I've seen the barrels myself. They correspond with an inventory that had been done on the Catherine Street site in '99. So it's the same material. So I mean, this is the kind of owner we're dealing with. He doesn't act in good faith.
The city has repeatedly told the owner to clean up the Catherine Street North site, and he hasn't. Today, city staff recommended that council pay $135,000 to have a building on the property demolished and the land cleaned up. After very little communication with the city, the owner sent an email on Friday saying he will clean up the property and had someone pick up a demolition application on his behalf this afternoon. He was asked to speak at today's meeting, but never showed up. The planning committee then decided to give the owner an additional 60 days to obtain a demolition permit and begin work.
There is a small chance in this case, smaller than most people probably know, that he'll actually do this and save us $135,000.
Councillor Jason Farr admits the city will likely have to dish out the money after 2 months. Others on the committee feel the city has been more than patient with the owner.
From my perspective, enough's enough. All along this process, every time there was an order to comply, the gentleman in question was given 60 days to comply. He hasn't done that in over a year, and yet here we are again, giving another 60 days to comply.
And straight ahead, Premier Dalton McGuinty faces some opposition to his green energy plan. I'll tell you why when we come back.